let's try it. Let's try this again, y'all. Let's try this again.
I just got up on stage and this is what I said. I said, if everything is fucked. I'm sorry, that's no way to start a show. I apologize.
Sorry about that, guys. We're back.
I said, most.
Listen to this song.
Most things are fucked. But please don't give up on me now. 'Cause I'm here to get you out of this dark hole. That's my job after all. Craigie, make 'em laugh, make 'em cry, oh. That's what it says in your bio. Oh, make 'em cry.
Just a quick restart.
That'll be easy tonight. Way too easy tonight. But make 'em laugh. Almost impossible. It's like a funeral out there. Don't let the darkness break you, my friends. There are so many of us and only one of him. So
we're gonna start here pretty soon.
I did my research.
Just listen to these lyrics.
I tried to find some silver lining. But I didn't have much time and it ain't great. So I hope you can appreciate my findings. Here's what I found. It's historically proven that when the president is a Republican, we have better music. Artists are better when they're bummed. That's how it goes, that's how it's done. When times are good, musicians, they get lazy. And the bad music slips out and it drives us all crazy. For example, in 1995, a new band named Nickelback came out. And in 1995, the Democrats were in the White House. I'm just saying, same goes for Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park, Matchbox 20, bop. Oh, I'm just saying. Macarena, Justin Bieber, all the results of the Democrat leaders. I'm just saying the world may go to shit, but we'll have better music. Don't let the darkness break you, my friends. There are so many of us and only one of him. No, I'm not gonna get up here and tell you things have to get worse before they get better. Oh, it's just not true. Things could just get better, stay better, continue to get better. Oh, that's not what things usually do. Just ask Rosa Parks, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King. Every now and then, there's a bunch of bullshit. You gotta fight it. And when we fight it, we always win. Oh, but the pessimist in us wants to scream, Craigie, shut up! What about the battles that we lose? I tell you, fool, them just the battles that we haven't won yet. Don't let the darkness break you, my friend. There are so many of us and only one of them.
Hey, how we doing? Thanks for coming out to the Shit Show. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
We're here.
We're here. We're figuring out how to be fucking, IT dudes in this pandemic. But here we go. I love y'all. You know, it's hard to say what to talk about. But I'm glad we're waking up to take care of everybody. 'Cause you realize life is short. And if we don't know what to do about it, now we do. Let's stand up for each other. Yeah, I'm lost inside my head. Took a wrong turn, now I'm working on it. Yeah, I've been looking for sympathy, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be. And you're not alone. You stay woke, when you're feeling low, and bring me down when you need a phone. And stay humble. Love is all you need. You keep your mind for your friends. Let your mind be free. Oh yeah. Well, you could keep building yourself a wall, 4 sides tall, so nobody calls. Crawl in a hole instead of dialing the phone. You know you have everybody here. You're not alone. No, you're not alone. You're not alone. You stay woke. When the time has come, and be a man when you call your name, but stay humble. Love is all you need. And keep your eyes for the prize. Let your mind be free. Oh yeah. When you need a friend, and be humble. Love is all you need. You stay humble. Love is all you need. Keep your eyes for your friends. Let your mind be free. Oh yeah. Let your mind be free. Oh yeah. Let your mind be free. Oh yeah. Let your mind be free. Keep your mind for your friends. Let your mind be free. All right, good afternoon, good morning. How's everyone doing today? Heavy week for us, all of us, as people on this earth, taking care of people. And our part is to make us feel that we're not alone in this fight, and we're all in this together. So,
hell yeah.
Let's do one more. Let's do 2 more, and then we'll start the show. Let's do Keep On Keeping On, Sean.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I know a man, he could give me therapy. What's the use of therapy if you don't want to change, babe? I talk too much when I got nothing to say. Maybe it's to get away. it's easier just to walk away. I gotta find the time to let love in. I gotta find myself and let love in. Come on, bud. Don't think too much, it just complicates things. No room for judging to heal us, babe. I know you're there, I just cannot see it. Maybe I don't believe it. Oh, you deserve better, babe. Well, just walk the walk and talk the talk. Why don't you tell her how you feel? If you gotta scream your name out loud, yeah, let them know how you feel. We gotta find some time to let love in. I gotta find myself and let love in. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Keep on keeping on. Well, just walk the walk and talk the talk. You gotta tell them how you feel, babe. Well, there's more than us and they know. We're gonna fight till they go. And I gotta find the time to let love in. Maybe we just all gotta find the time. Yeah, to let love in. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Keep on keeping on. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Keep on keeping on. Fuck yeah. Let's get these good vibes. Let's dance with the protesters. Come on. Honey, what can I do? Well, I give you the world. You're looking for a smile? I'll give you mine, girl. But you ramble to all your friends. Ramble that I'm not worth your love, but I know, yeah, I'll give you love. That's what the world needs. What more can I say? Bring it down. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, this is a time when you need your families and stuff. Be together with your people. Fight for the good fight. And because I haven't got to see my family in a long time, we're going to bring them into the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, all the way, where's he living now? Illinois?
Quincy, Illinois.
All the way from Quincy, Illinois. Give it up for Mr. Ernie motherfucking Chang. Get it, Chang. Under a bridge. Where do you find that bridge? Yeah, Ernie Shake! Ernie Shake! He's back! He's back from the living.
Power stance.
Skin's looking good too, buddy. I see that skin. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just one piece of our puzzle. Because this family isn't a family unless everyone is involved in my fucking family. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Los Angeles, California, give it up for my man, Mr. Andy Avila from Los Angeles, California on the drums and whatever he's going to bring on this video. Give it up for Andy Avila. Hungry to play. What else is he gonna bring to the table? Oh fuck, he's bringing.
Oh!
What you got? Not even playing drums anymore. He said, "Fuck it."
He got bored with the drums.
Oh shit! It's back. Give it up for him.
Beats and Ernie!
My boy.
Miss
My
you
boy
guys.
Andy.
We miss you.
We miss you. Fuck, come to Denver. The whole band has moved to Denver. All right.
A lot of other bands live in the same town.
I know. All the other bands live in the same town. They're all doing live, but they're all getting back in the shows.
Right.
And
Writing
my boys
albums.
are, yeah, they're writing out. My boys are all forced. We're locked out. So I miss them. But ladies and gentlemen, it's not just the bandmates in this band that make this thing a unit. There's another guy. He's our tour manager. He's from Austin. He survived COVID. Shout out to that.
Hey now, real survivor.
Real survivor. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for a man who always judges whatever the fuck we do. Give it up for Joe McDermott. Break it down, Sean. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Sean and his kazoo playing. He's getting better every night.
Hey,
Sean's getting better every night on that fucking
I'm
kazoo.
only as good as the kazoo.
So check it out, break it down. I want to make a toast. Everyone raise up your glasses, your fists, you know. This is a hard week for everybody, you know. And I'm so proud that we're all fucking coming together. I love you, bro.
Love you.
I love you. And I'll always be there for you. Everyone is coming together, and it makes me so happy that we're all in this together because it's true. Life is short. And if we don't understand that this is all we got is our people, the people around us, how we treat people, how we love, how we want to be loved, then we're never going to know what true happiness is. So love your neighbor, love your friends, love your manager. I love you, Brian. Love my lawyer. I love you, Scott.
Understand people that you
My
don't
lawyer's
understand.
here just in case I fuck shit up. But seriously, be careful out there. Fight the good fight. And we're fighting too. So cheers, everyone. Have a good day. Let's have a great time with Ivan and George. And let's fight this shit because we can. We are the youth. Even if you're 33 fucking years old. Come on. for Sean Eccles, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable.
I love you all, and I love you, Andy Frasco.
I love you. Yo, you know what time it is. It's the stay-at-home dance party. Colonel Bruce is in the building tonight. How we doing? Come on. This song fits right now. Because we are. Get this shit. All right.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family.
Fuck yeah.
Get up, everybody, and sing.
All right, all right.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me.
We're all here.
We are family.
Fuck yeah, we are.
Get up, everybody, and sing.
All right. How we doing? Rough time. I'm here to try to keep us in the moment, but also keep us entertained through this crazy times. But I'm Andy Frasco. Good to see y'all, but don't forget, always never forget.
Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus.
Cardi knows. Rona's still around, y'all. Cardi. Cardi's sexy. All right. Cardi B. To let you know, Corona's still around. I love that y'all are fine. Just wear masks. Protect yourselves. Don't cough on people. If you're going to scream into your mask. Like, fuck yeah. And it's been so awesome seeing everyone do these peaceful riots. Shout out to y'all. Really, shout out to y'all. Fucking awesome. Peaceful protests. Sorry, not riots. Not riots. It's a protest because peace is not riot. I remember that from the Vans Warped Tour. But check it out. We have a quarantine check-in. I got all my friends join the show, sending some love because we're all in this together, like I said. So here's Vinnie Herman.
Hey there, people. I don't want to make paranoid, but we could all be George Floyd. Could have a knee inside our head, laying in the curb, and soon be dead. I don't want no martial law and order. I'd rather hear old George Porter. This violence I've had my fill. I'd rather listen to Cyril Miller. Denver, New Orleans, New York, LA. Out and marching for a brand new day. Keeping our eye upon the prize. Together I know we all can rise. We can all do better. We get through the shit show together. Have a little dance. Find the sun. Yeah, gonna have a little. That's what I gotta say.
Give it up for Vince Herman, y'all. Beautiful. Really beautiful. Vinny, a man of the people. You know, it's hard to talk about with your friends. Like, no one knows what to say. We just got to figure out a way. You know, I'm glad the music industry went dark for Tuesday, and I'm glad that we're all just putting awareness into the situation because it's the most important thing right now. Seriously, it should be. Humanity, equality. We need to stick up for our brothers and sisters, and you guys are doing such a beautiful job. And then there's the looting. What the fuck? People are looting and shit. The looting's getting so out of hand. Look at this video I saw, this looting of the looting. Check this out.
This is crazy. All this looting has to stop. Jesus Christ! What's going on? Are you kidding me?
That's got nothing to do with you, fam.
What are you doing?
It's got nothing to do with you.
This is crazy. Wow.
Don't loot, y'all. Seriously. I'm glad we're doing peaceful protests. But on a serious note, by the way, we still have a contest we're giving to Campaign Zero, giving the proceeds there. But on another note, we wrote a song. It's a new song, and we built this video because I feel strongly that the footage needs to be seen and stuff, and I think the message is for now, and well, I hope you enjoy it. The song's called Better Day.
The protests began here after this video went viral.
They are taking more extreme measures to clear the protesters' way.
We want different bodies, rather than a peace of mind. We want to be somebody, but instead we rather blind. Wanna walk out from the fire, but it's burning from inside. Do I know evil from desire? Will I be asleep my whole life? I think today will be a better day. I think today won't feel the same. Look in the air loud, speak up and talk loud. That's the only way we're gonna change.
We are better than this as a country.
Let's have a fallout from our minds. March with me side by side. Go on your journey with pride and fight for what is right. I think today will be a better day. I think today won't feel the same. Look in the air loud, speak up and talk loud. That's the only way we're gonna change. Look in the air loud, speak up and talk loud. That's the only way we're gonna change. I think today will be a better day. I think today won't feel the same. Look in the air loud, speak up and talk loud.
We want the people that are supposed to protect us to serve for the people.
I think today will be a better day. I think today won't feel the same. Look in the air loud, speak up and talk loud. That's the only way we're gonna change. Look in the air loud, speak up and talk loud. That's the only way we're gonna change. All right. I'll post it up tomorrow. Heard the stream was a little whoppy, but there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's need to be seen and stuff, and so I'm glad you guys are supporting the cause. And we are gonna bout that. Let's lighten things up a little bit. We got some fucking legends on the fucking show tonight. We got George Porter, and we got Ivan Neville. This is crazy, yo. Let's get him on the show right now. All right, there we go. Legends in its own being. I'm gonna turn this, get that out of the way. All right, let's call George. Georgie, I can't wait for this. Oh, hold on. Let's get that video. There he is. Turn it on.
You got me?
Let me see you, George. Oh, turn
don't
on the
see me?
video. No, I don't see you
Turn
yet.
my camera on.
Turn the camera on.
I just.
George Porter, everyone! Hey, buddy! Hey, George! Wow! How you doing, bud?
I can't complain, man. Just up here in the studio trying to get some music recorded and stuff.
What are you talking about in your music right now?
Well, I'm in my home studio writing new music for my running partners band.
Oh, nice! I heard you're singing on it.
Yes, I'm doing some singing. Yes.
That's great, man. How's New Orleans going?
I don't know. I ain't been out there too much.
Where you at, man?
I'm in New Orleans. I've been sticking at home. You know, I haven't been going anywhere. You know, I'll get out and run over by the niece house, dinner, and come back home. You know,
that's great. So you've been taking this quarantine seriously?
Say that again.
Have you been taking this quarantine seriously?
Oh, absolutely. I've been very how you say quarantined.
Oh yeah. What have you been doing to stay safe? Are you just riding music, and are you not staying out? Are you not going out? What do you feel about it?
No, man, I'm not going out. I'm in studio. I'm up here. I'm doing a collaboration with my keyboard player and my drummer and my guitarist. Everybody has their own studios, and we are recording from different studios. We're doing using Pro Tools, and we're using this cloud session, you know. So we've been getting stuff done.
We're figuring out the sound situation, George. You're echoing pretty bad here.
Uh-oh.
Do you have your speaker on yours?
Well, my speaker is on. Yeah, but that's how I hear you. I'm not on headsets.
Yeah, maybe it's just me. What did they say? It's super echoey? Can't understand George at all. Echo is out of control right now. All right, let me try signing off with you and signing back on. Do you mind?
No, I'm here.
All right, buddy. I'll be right back. Hold on one sec. Hold on. Dude, today is a shit show, guys. It's the universe is telling us that I need to work on my tech skills, I guess. It's okay. Let me figure out this audio. I'm talking to George Porter Jr. It's all good. Oh, hold on. Let me try this. I got the audio. Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Good, man.
What's up?
Good. I'd love to be on the audio adventure with you.
Isn't this crazy, dude? This is my life right now that I can't play music. I'm always fucking with shit if it's not. All right, audio. Here we go. Let's try this. Let's try the microphone, and then the audio, and then the speakers. Okay, cool.
It might be on George's.
And then it's on. No, I think it's okay. So it's me. So let me just do
Give it up for Andy Frasco for learning tech.
I'm trying it. I'm trying.
In the moment.
This
is live. This is as live as a live show.
Yeah,
right
people
now.
thought like we're programming this, and fuck no.
We don't know shit.
We don't know shit about fucking technology. All right.
I feel good.
I feel good. This feels good.
Change the setting?
I changed the setting. George. Hey,
Okay.
buddy.
We fixed it?
We fixed it, baby. We fixed it.
All right.
So, George, so you really haven't been going out in New Orleans. Have you been going to the protests at all?
No, probably like maybe like 6-8 weeks ago, Denise and I took a little drive down on Frenchman Street, just to go see what downtown New Orleans looked like. And it was a ghost town. We rode over by the Cafe du Monde over there, and just to see what Decatur Street looked like. And it's, it was like scary. I kept looking for zombies to jump out or some shit.
I know, like, isn't it scary to see your town? Like, you've been there. How long have you lived in New Orleans, George?
72 years.
72 years in New Orleans. What? Can you tell me the perspectives of your life growing up in New Orleans in the 60s versus now?
Well, I guess the only difference between the 60s and now is that I own my own home.
Yeah, fuck yeah, George.
There has been some ups and downs, as growing up in the South, but for the most part, man, I think being a musician, I was kind of exempt from some of the BS that most of my young black friends were going through, just growing up in the South, because everybody loves musicians, especially black musicians,
Yeah, I mean, you originate all the best tunes, man. You're the fucking legend, George. What the fuck, man?
But they keep telling us that. They won't pay us though, but they keep telling us that.
I know, isn't that crazy? I don't think people know that. Like, you had like bad contracts, growing. Like, you didn't your royalties, it was hard to get for you to get royalties from what you wrote from the past, right? Did you have to fight for that, or
No, we had to. We kind of outlived the people who was keeping them. you know, this it's like I think Bug Music, David Hirschland and the guys from and the Bug Music. I think it's BMG or something like that. Since they got a hold of our catalog, we've been getting our royalties. But no, man, for a good 25, 30 years, we was like royalty exempt.
what was that moment like when you found out you weren't getting paid for your art?
What that moment was like. Um, yeah, no, man. I was at the time when I realized that we wasn't getting paid. I was so deep into alcohol and cocaine that I didn't really give a shit. He said, man, you can't really miss what you don't have. So I didn't have it. I didn't know what that did for me. I've always been a hands-on working musician. So I was never afraid to work. And I wouldn't turn down any kind of gig. I'd play every gig that came my way. I was out there working. Most of my money went towards my drugs. The alcohol was always free, but I had I kind of lived on a rocky edge of everything for a long time. I've been sober 30 some odd years now, 31 years.
Fuck yeah, George, sober. Fuck yeah, baby. So how do you feel the effect of between understanding your alcoholism or whatever was going on? Do you feel like now that you're more understanding of who you are as a person, and do you feel like when you got clean, was it important to find out like what you actually liked in yourself?
I think it was more important to find out what people liked in me. Because I was lucky, man. I was lucky. Well, first of all, my deceased wife, and she saw more than just that wild musician that caused her so much misery, for so many years. But she stayed in there for 50 years, and she did everything she could to save me. And I got sober, and she was very happy with the fact that I got sober and I cleaned my shit up.
Do you think she saved your life?
Say that again.
Do you think she saved your life?
Oh, I believe she was very instrumental in saving my life. Yes. I mean, I think I was surrounded by women. My mom. I had mom, daughter, granddaughter. It's all women.
Fuck yeah, George.
My brother ran away from New Orleans long time ago and left me down there with all these women, and all my little cousins. There's all women, So it was like, so I mean, I had women like standing on the porch, saying, yeah, well, you knucklehead, So yeah, I mean, I was lucky, man. I was lucky.
Growing up with women, were you a ladies' man? I grew up, dude. I don't know, George. You got this swag about you, man. I felt like you've always had this swag. Like, how'd you get that? Like how you play is so. You just play from your heart, and I just feel your body with everything you do, man. How would you teach a young musician the funk, as I might say?
I don't know. I don't know, man. If I had an answer for that one, but I would definitely I would have a school open.
Well,
I would say, okay, it's okay. I can stay home now. I don't have to go on the road because I can start teaching people how to play funk. I'm not sure, man. I'm a firm believer in that is, what makes a groove or a pocket happen is I was taught this when I was a young guy in the studio working with Alan Toussaint, and it's not what you play, it's what you don't play that makes everything makes sense. It just makes the pocket happen. when you're not stepping on somebody else in the band with a statement that you're trying to make, and somebody else has to make a statement there, and your shit is all on top of it, you know. So space. You know, I learned the fact of space. I learned years and years and years ago that that when I show up on your gig, I'm showing up on your gig, and I'm leaving my ego at the door, and I'm coming on your gig, you know. So I come to play with you, you know.
What did Colonel Bruce teach you about life?
Oh, well, Colonel taught me how to laugh at myself. You know, Colonel taught me how to enjoy, things that going on around you. That I had, I started, ignoring, you know, I started ignoring the, that most of the people that's around me are getting high, you know. And I started ignoring that, and the colonel kind of taught me that, man, it's like, you don't ignore things like that. You just be aware that is happening, and that you don't have to, you don't have to be there, and he just taught me how to laugh. I think he was a wonderful person, beautiful person. And Annabelle would always make sure that me and him would sit together at the autograph table, you know. When we did those autographs things on the boat,
It's beautiful. What do you think Colonel Bruce would say during these times right now? What do you think his knowledge would be towards the protests and what's going on right now?
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how he would tell. I think he would be very sad to see our country doing this. But man, this ain't just started. It's been going on like that. And we keep getting told that there's an answer somewhere, but we just haven't been able to find that answer, and figure out how to fix that, So hopefully this time it will bring a positive, a positive thing that will. I don't know, man. I got word the other day that was very disturbing to me, but I found out that um, 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 black people in the United States are only 13% of the population. I never knew that. I always thought that there were more black people on the planet than 13. Well, not on the planet, but in the United States than 13%. Always knew that we never were a majority, but I just always thought that were more than 13%.
I didn't know
And
that
and
either, actually.
13%, man, that's kind of suck shit. you know.
Fuck,
I
man.
mean, how much you gonna get changed with 13%? Now and if get 60% of everybody else on the planet to help us out. We're gonna be on the bottom end of this shit forever. You know.
Man, I mean that spoke to me right there because I didn't even know that 13%. That
Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I heard, and I heard it from a reliable source. So I gotta kind of believe that.
wow. Are it's just so crazy. This is like the optimistic part about this is a lot of people are speaking out, and
Yes.
that's powerful. I think. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I believe that the more voices that come out, and the more voices that come out, the better that our leaders will get to hear. Of course, we only can hope that the leaders that are in charge at this point will start to listen. You know, but that all we can do is hope. You know.
Yeah. Well, we love you, George. I mean, you mean the world to me, and I've made a game for you. Do you want to play a game with me, George?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen. Can you see my screen, George?
Yes, when I don't see that. I see you big time, but no screen.
Okay, do you see this?
Yes, yes.
All
I
right,
see
so we're
you.
gonna play a game called Damn, That's Funky. You see that? So basically, this is what we're gonna do, George. We are gonna play a game. You're gonna rate this funk groove from 1 to funky. So if it sucks, be honest. If it doesn't make you funk, you could be honest with me. Are you ready to play, George?
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go. All right, first one. Yeah? Okay, why do you say that?
Well, I mean, you know, my body was moving.
Okay.
I felt it.
Do you know who who
I
that
had
is?
some head movement.
Hold on, I want to get you to hear this. So hold on, I'm gonna get this rocking. Okay, so that was Corey Wong and Sonny. Do you know who Sonny Thompson is?
I know the name, but I don't really know
So
him.
Corey,
Yes.
here. Yeah, hold on. I'll tell you all about it. Hold on. All right. So it's basically Wolfpack. Do you know Wolfpack? Have you ever heard of Wolfpack?
No.
Okay, so they're like they're funky. There's a little bit of echo. They're funky. They're funky as fuck. But they're like they're Jewish boys from New York, George, and they funk, man. They funk. So he's funky as hell. So we're gonna do one more. I wanna know what you think of this guy. Hold on, let me get you this. What do you think that was?
Oh, that has a bit of that Sly Stone kind of family feel.
It's Louis Johnson.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Dude, he's a legend, man. I mean, we're all just trying to be you, George. You're the funkiest bass player that I fucking know. So I'm just trying to make me feel cool, saying like I'm showing George Porter some funky bass guys. So
yeah, I mean, I remember Louis. I remember meeting him and his brother when we were out in San Francisco doing the New Directions album with the Meters. They were in Louis was in the studio next to Sly Stone in CBS.
What the fuck? I could talk to you for hours, George. I'm going to start calling you and asking you questions. Is that okay?
Sure, man. Call me anytime.
All right, George. We got to get Ivan on the show, but thanks so much. Give it up for George Porter, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck yeah. Thank you, George.
Hey, right, guys.
I love you, bro. Nice to see you again. And
be safe out there, bro.
You too, bro. Love you. Give it up for George Porter. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just a legend. All right, let's call Ivan. Let's get Ivan on the phone. All right. We got it. I think I figured out the echo. Ivan.
Yo.
Hey, Ivan, how you doing, man? Sorry I'm late, man. I'm not an IT guy, man.
Huh?
I'm sorry I'm late on this. I don't know how to do audio. I'm not a good, we're musicians. How you dealing with the live stream? What's up?
Can you hear me properly? Or?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good. Yeah,
you're good, man.
I left my mic in my bag. Maybe I could.
No worries. How you doing?
I'm good, man.
You fucking survived COVID, my guy. Holy shit.
Tape and shit.
What happened? Tell me, how'd you feel? I need to know the deets, man.
I don't think I need the mic. I think
you don't need a mic. You sound great.
All right. I caught it. I got that. I caught the COVID. I caught it. I got it, and then I brought it home, which was pretty gnarly and kind of
home?
I brought it home. I mean, when I got home, I had been in New York for a few days, and I got for like 3 days. I was in New York, 10th, 11th, 12th of March. I got home on the 13th. On the 15th, I had fever. Like,
what kind of fever? What kind? Were you shitting yourself? Talk to me.
no, on Sunday the 15th, I had fever of like 101 plus, and so I was sent to the back room of the house and kind of trying to isolate. I mean, I had already been around my people, you know what I'm saying? My family and whatnot. So I was hoping, okay, I was isolated in the back. I got my own bathroom back there. And I was feeling like, I felt like it was like like a gnarly, weird flu with some other stuff going on. So when people say, oh, it's like the flu, it's not like the flu because I've had the flu a million times and I know what that feels like. This was some other extra stuff that was involved. So I had this gnarly flu. I had no appetite. I didn't notice. I had heard people talk about she had no sense of taste and smell. She tested positive as well. And I didn't notice the no taste and smell. I just couldn't eat. I couldn't eat anything for almost 2 weeks. I had fever upwards of 103.
Did it feel like a withdrawal?
No, I didn't. You know what? No, you know what? I don't. I never. No. When I did drugs, I did coke, and that withdrawal is different. That maybe what it would felt like if I was coming off opiates or something. But I never was really heavy into opiates. I don't have any experience with that. Coke withdrawal is totally different. You just kind of sleep for like a long time.
I know.
You know.
I know.
Sleep for 3
To go
and then
back
you
to
try
this,
to eat a bunch of baked potatoes, whatever kind of food that's what you can afford. Okay, I'm off subject now.
but seriously, Ivan. So you had fever for 4 days. Did it get into
No,
your lungs?
I had fever for like almost 2 weeks. Yeah, off and on, and then I tried to get tested twice during the first week, and they refused to test me. Right, and then I finally got tested about 8 or 9 days in. I finally got tested. Now I started taking and somewhere in there I got a flu test, influenza A and B, which was negative. So I'm like, okay, I'm assuming I have the COVID. I finally got tested about 9 days in. I got tested, and I didn't get the results from that test another 9 days later. So you're talking about from March the 15th. I finally got the results of that test on April the 2nd. And
What the fuck?
and by this time, I had been off and on with the fever. And by the way, when I went to get tested the 2 times that I got turned down, my temperature was normal. Those particular days, that time of day or whatever, or maybe I had taken some Tylenol earlier, my temperature was 98.9, 98.6, so they would not test me.
So you felt like a crazy person. Like, I can't, like, how'd that make you feel? Like,
I kind of knew I had it. I just kind of assumed that I had this shit. And basically, that's kind of how I treated it. And I went and my oxygen levels were insanely low. Like the little oximeter thing, you put your finger, my oxygen level, your normal oxygen, normally you're supposed to be from like 94 to 100. That's normal. My shit at some points, my shit was down in the low 70s, maybe 60s, which is bad. And so I was fortunate enough to have someone hook me up with an oxygen machine. I went to a hospital one day. A friend hooked me up, connected me with an ER doctor at a local hospital here, and they said, come to the ER, and we're gonna give you an oxygen tank to take home with you. they took a chest X-ray. They found out that I had pneumonia. Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
No, yeah. So I had pneumonia, and then they gave me an oxygen tank to take. I drove to the hospital myself. I drove myself to the hospital. I got the oxygen tank. I was there for maybe 3 hours at the hospital. Put the oxygen tank, brought it home, and I started using the oxygen to keep my oxygen levels normal while I'm going through this crap. And then about a day or so, a day and a half or 2 days later, when the oxygen tank was about to run out, they delivered an oxygen machine. The machine was called Everflow or something like Even Flow. It was a blue thing you plug into the wall, and it was an oxygen machine, but it was like a more permanent one just sitting there that wasn't going to run out. So I used that. Off and on, and I weaned myself off of the oxygen, gradually, and then finally about around almost to the end of it was like the end of April, dude. I'm talking about. So I got tested again.
It lasted that fucking long?
Well, when you have the pneumonia, if you have that with it, which is it's the COVID pneumonia. It's not like pneumonia that you hear about this was some whole other. This shit attaches to your lungs.
Fucking nuts, dude.
Some vulnerabilities in your body, in your immune system, and if it sees some areas of your lungs that it can attack, that's what it does. So after the fever left, close to 2 weeks, the fever left, the appetite came back. And by the time I got the test results back, which was April the 2nd, and they said, you tested positive, I started feeling better toward that time because I was using the oxygen less, and I was eating and stuff like that. But just mentally, when they told me you tested positive, I was like, I felt like my head felt warm and shit. I felt like, oh my God.
That placebo.
Yeah, placebo effect, big time. So basically, I started gradually just feeling better and better, except all of a sudden I had a breathing issue where I took a deep breath and it felt, you know how you might have just felt if you took a hit of that, whatever you're smoking over there, how your chest feels tight. I haven't smoked that. That's in over 21 years. But that's what it reminded me of. I went to take a deep breath and my chest was really tight. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Was it hard to sleep? Because, like, you can't breathe when you're laying down. It's harder to sleep, right?
I was sleeping. I was laying in bed. I would hit the oxygen and lay in the bed with that on my nose for here and there, the oxygen. And then the breathing thing, what I found out was part of, some people had it way more severe than the version I had. But I started doing breathing exercises. What would you do? I would lie in bed. I would elevate my legs, and I would take deep breaths. And then I started taking walks. And during this whole time, I got a door to my back room that has a screen door. So I had that door open. So I had air coming in there. It was circulating. I wasn't just in some room and stuffed in there. I had air coming in there, which was very positive, I started taking walks. I started doing breathing exercises, shit like that. And gradually, every day, I felt better and better with the breathing. Fever had been long gone. I had
it's the breathing that takes a long time, to fix.
Yes, the pneumonia factor. And I was told that it was possible that I was going to have maybe some long-term residual effects to do with my lungs from that experience. Now, I finally got tested again on May 1st. I got tested again on May 1st, got the test results on May 5th. I was negative.
Let's go! Let's go!
So then I think 2 days later, I took my first trip to Whole Foods. Couldn't wait to do it. And I was told, yeah, it's very
You're a motherfucking superhero right now, Ivan.
Nobody knew anything for sure. Nobody, and all the doctors that I talked to, and they were all very helpful, but nobody really knew anything uh, uh, anything solid about this thing. And that's the problem with it was they don't know, and they're still finding out stuff about it. So
Exactly. I
like,
mean, that's the one thing I'm worried about. Like, I'm so thankful everyone's protesting and stuff. I'm worried everyone's gonna get sick.
well, I mean, that's a possibility as well. They may have a few, little reoccurrences and some spikes and whatnot. But I'm just, you know, looking at the timeline of it, I'm thinking of most of the people that maybe had it already.
Yeah,
Because a
that
lot
makes
of people,
sense. That makes
there's
sense.
people that were asymptomatic that had it and didn't have any symptoms. So I think that there was a higher percentage of people that had it and didn't have any symptoms at all. And then you had the people that were older and maybe had some other underlying problems like the diabetes, and maybe some high blood pressure, and it really shook, the African American community. Where more of those underlying problems exist, and the healthcare situation is not as available and not as good. I mean, imagine you don't have a primary care doctor and you go into the hospital with this shit and they don't really know what to do for you. So they put you in one of these rooms and they put you on a ventilator or something. And if nobody's checking on you often to gauge what's going on with you, a pulmonary doctor or a lung specialist, you on a ventilator. If nobody, I mean, say a hospital ward has how many patients on a ward? 20, 25 patients to a ward on a ward. How many doctors do they have? 3, maybe?
Maybe.
If you don't have the good insurance and you're not you might not get seen that much by an actual doctor. So you're laying there on a ventilator, and if you're older and you got some other pre-existing conditions that are fucking you up, that's why a lot of those people died.
That's fucking heartbreaking, man. Because they're not getting the attention.
If you get up. If at some point, if you're healthy enough to actually just get up, that's what I had the luxury of having the oxygen machine at my house. I was getting up. I was walking up and down the steps, going outside, sitting out in the sun in the backyard and shit like that. And that is what helped me, get through it. I started taking the long walks and my lungs built back up,
All right, sorry, Ivan. I have Carl Denton as my show guy. You want to play a game?
No, go ahead.
All right. I want to do an improv game. Hold on.
What's the game?
Okay, so hold on. I'm sharing my screen, buddy. Dude, by the way, though, I don't want to distract from this. That's fucking crazy, bro. You survived, and what I'm pissed off about is if you don't have insurance, you're not getting the right treatment for this.
Would most musicians, most of us do not have insurance.
I know, I don't.
Most of us do not. So, but someone like yourself and like me, we're fortunate that we know some people that we can get some help, and we can get hooked up. Like when my shit, when I got the test, it was a hookup. It was through the musicians clinic, the New Orleans musicians clinic. Somebody hooked me up and got me a test when I had been refused twice. When I went to the hospital and picked up the oxygen tank, and they delivered that oxygen machine, that was a friend of a friend, knew someone that got me hooked up like that.
That's so fucked up.
Other than that, I would have been in the hospital like every goddamn body else, laying up in there in some skank ass hospital bed room in there,
Dude, I feel for those people, man. That's scary, man. And then you're alone because you can't be with your family because you're quarantined.
Nobody can come and visit you. Nobody can come and see. Dude, I was in the back room, and there were times when I would be like, "Oh, I feel like shit," and I just, and I'm scared to watch the TV. I'm scared to watch the news, and I'm hearing, I'm seeing the stats of people dying and all this shit, and I'm hearing news of people, I'm like, I don't want to go out like this. I've been through a lot of stuff in my life. I've been through some shit. And now I'm gonna let this shit come take me out? And then no, I can't even have a funeral. They can't even come fucking do a second line for me or nothing. I'm like,
you're not going down like that, Ivan fucking Neville. No fucking way. All right, let's play a game. God, you're a fucking legend. This is crazy. Look, Corona ain't gonna stop you.
Oh man, I need a cape.
You are. You're a fucking superhero, dog. Okay, hold on. I'm sharing a screen. Can you see my screen?
No, I only see you.
What about now?
Oh, now I see the whole shebang.
Okay, here's my shebang. This is what I'm working with. Okay, we're gonna play a game. It's called In Problem Solving. What the fuck is happening edition? That's Riley Reid. It's a porn star on Jimi Hendrix's body.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Ivan, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to. I'm gonna give you a song, like a name of a song, just random song. You're gonna have to make just a 30-second song. If whatever you think the title of the song, whatever you feel that song is, the title. Are you ready?
So what's the name of it?
All right. This is the first one. The first one's called "Goodbye, Rona." Good luck. Oh, you got it?
Here's something.
Hold on, please.
What you got?
No. You're supposed to make up the song.
Oh. Goodbye, Rona. Get up off me. Goodbye, Rona. Don't make me cough you. And I know that I've been going through all these kind of things. Mama, what you gonna do? You're not gonna take me out. Goodbye, Rona.
Fuck yeah! Wow, Ivan.
I'm like Superman.
Yeah! Yo.
Goodbye, Rona.
Keep going. Keep going.
That's who I am.
That was fucking awesome. Wow. Unbelievable. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, this one's gonna be a little trickier. All right, you did good. That was a good one. This one's a little one trickier. The song's called "Everyone Poops." It's a kid's song.
Everyone poops. Everyone poops. Everyone poops.
Where's he gonna go?
First you fall. Everyone poops.
It's a hit.
Everyone poops.
That was beautiful. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right, I got one more for you. God, you're a legend. This is amazing. All right, I got one more for you. Here we go. This is the last song. Pay attention. It doesn't cost a thing. All right, here we go.
Pay attention. What's the thing? Everybody need a bell ring. Pay attention. It don't cost a thing. Attention. It don't cost a thing.
Wow, sick.
Pay attention. Don't cause a thing. Everybody got to do me direction.
So sick. So fucking sick. Bro, this is your life. You just write songs like this.
Oh, come on. No. I think these could have been, they could have been much improved. I don't know.
Well, it's a good start. Ivan, thanks for being on the show. You're great, man.
Oh, man, thank you, man.
I love you, man. I always love talking to you, and you like.
Love you too, Andy. Good to talk to you. So you and George had a little chit chat earlier, I heard.
Oh, me and George talked, man. He's so friendly. Do you have any great stories about George?
George, I got some stories about George. I know George since I was a kid. He was, I remember seeing him, with my uncle Art, and when they were youngsters. Yeah, I mean, I've spent a lot of time with George.
Do you ever write any songs with George?
Huh?
You ever write any songs with George?
George and I have never actually written a song. I mean, we've made up some grooves like playing live before where we just kind of went and freestyled things, but we've never actually sat down and written a song together. No. You know what? That's something that should be done.
Let's fucking go. World saving premiere.
Okay. That's a shame. George and I have never actually written a song. Damn.
Let's make it happen. Ivan George 2020. Let's go.
We should do it.
Yo, one last thing before. Oh
my God. Me and George go right there.
Yeah, he heard you. You listening, George? Ivan's calling you out. This is like Rocky and Rocky and Mickey. This is amazing. Ivan, that's sick, dude. That's sick.
Right.
Yeah. What's the best thing George taught you about life?
Oh my God. Let me see. George is just a sweet guy, man. That is he's been dedicated to doing music and being a respectful person, man. I knew him when he was he had some crazy side to him. I remember some of that shit.
He was crazy?
I ain't gonna get into that.
He was
I
crazy?
ain't getting into that. But he's very consistent guy. He's very consistent, and he puts in the time to be able to do what he does over a long period of time. And I'm sure I've learned that's probably one of the most important things I've learned from him is about being consistent and showing up.
Is that half the battle, just showing up?
Yeah. I mean, because I remember, when I'm still young, I'm still kind of young, but when I was a lot younger, a lot of showing up wasn't a guarantee. Showing up wasn't like, I didn't realize that being present, being in the moment was like that was 80% of what you your contribution is like that's you're ahead of the game if you show up and you're in the moment.
I agree. I mean that's been our lives, just playing every night, showing up, trying to bring the moment that is our authenticity, right?
Let it happen, and then and you put a smile on somebody's face, or you make somebody feel something that that matters to them, that they're going to remember, and then your job's done.
I love it. Hey, Ivan, do you want to help me pick a winner for this Fender guitar?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Pick a number 1 through there. Wow, there's a lot of donations. Thank you all so much. 1 through 73.
Number will be number 13.
Number 13. Let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow. Is that your number?
13.
Final answer. This is for a Stratocaster guitar. It's a big deal. This your number? It is. Jackson Martinez, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Congratulations. You won a Fender Stratocaster. Ladies and gentlemen, Ivan, so I've been getting room from the chat. They want you to play us off the show. So I want you to play, and I'll just stop playing when I'll just sign off. So you just keep playing, then give me some of that. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for coming out. I appreciate this. This is a big week, and I'm thankful, Ivan. I got to talk to you, Ivan, and I'm thankful that I got to talk to George. Life is short, y'all. Love everyone. Be the person you want to be. Let's live in the moment. And let's Ivan Neville take us home. Thanks, guys. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks for coming out. We love you, Ivan.